Winston Churchill once said, "We shape our buildings, thereafter they shape us." In this very first episode of the Home Mind Project, we'll explore how the various elements of your home affects your health. Today though, we live in a time when high building costs, increasing interest rates, unprecedented high housing prices are causing an epidemic of health and well-being issues that could be significantly improved through thoughtful and intentional building design given the opportunity. Through this channel, we hope to provide you with practical home design formulas that will improve your well-being through shaping your home to optimize your physical, emotional, and mental health to the maximum extent possible. Hi, I'm Sam Davies. I'm a building designer in Australia, and I've designed over 1,000 homes for people over nearly 20 years. For the last 15 of those years, I've had a heavy personal interest in the psychology of well-being, studying how the spaces we occupy affect our minds, and how we can optimize these spaces to maximize our personal potential. I'm no neuroscientist or expert, but the study of how the human physiology is affected by its surrounding environment, experienced through our 5 senses, is absolutely fascinating to me. Neuro-architecture is the study of how the built environment affects the chemistry of not just our brains, but our entire physiology, mental health, and physical health. Do a search online for neuro-architecture or studies on the subject of how the built environment, particularly our homes, the built environment in which we live out most of our lives, you'll find remarkably little on building design for mental and emotional well-being. You will find a discussion of mostly commercial buildings and how they make people feel. Even university-based architecture courses and bachelor's degrees only generally have a small, even sometimes only optional modules on the psychology of architecture. It's only in the last 10 years or so has there started to be more interest in and research done in this important field of home optimization for improved health and well-being. Why hasn't there been more research done on this subject yet? We would argue that our homes are more important to our physical and mental health than any commercial building. Leave a comment below if you agree or disagree with this thought and why. You love, live, and play in your home. You raise your own children in your home. You have your closest friends in your home. You grow old in your home. These days, you might even run your career from your home, and so much more. We shape our homes, and they in turn shape us. This is something that we can't escape. Optimizing our homes then shouldn't just be a half-hearted afterthought, given our home's significance to our overall well-being. It should be a priority. But why is our most intimate environment, our home, so important to our ultimate well-being? And how do we know that our homes have such an impact on our mental, emotional, and physical health? Well, take natural light as just one example. Did you know that the average adult spends 83% of their time indoors, which increases with age? That means most people are getting less sunlight than they need. Is that a problem? Well, here's some of the effects of not receiving enough sunlight each day. And remember, this is only one part of the entire ecosystem of things to consider when designing a home. From not receiving enough sunlight each day, firstly, we have a weakened immune system. Without getting vitamin D from the sun, you get sick more often. Secondly, we have lower energy. Sunlight increases the brain's production of serotonin, the hormone that gives you a sense of calmness and boosts your mood. Low serotonin levels can trigger a state of fatigue, even if you've had enough sleep. Thirdly, seasonal affective disorder. The winter blues are a real thing. Without sunlight, your circadian rhythm, the internal clock that our bodies live by, gets disrupted and can cause feelings of depression. Fourthly, weaker bones. Without vitamin D, your body has more trouble absorbing calcium and phosphorus to keep your bones strong, which can lead to lower bone density and potentially early onset osteoporosis. Fifth, weight gain. When your biological clock is altered or discontinuous with the sun's daily cycle, you might find it more challenging to sleep at night. You'll find yourself fatigued during the day, potentially struggling to do your job at work, and things like motivating yourself to go to the gym or work out get significantly harder. One study found that UV rays cause nitric oxide production, which helps your metabolism function properly. Without sunlight, your metabolic rate, or how fast your body burns energy or calories, could slow significantly, making it easier to gain weight. These are all just 5 of the results of not getting enough natural light on a daily basis. And if not getting access to enough light can affect our well-being in such a concerning way, then what about the other environmental factors that contribute to our overall energy for life and feelings of well-being as well? Factors like climate quality, noise, air quality, the layout of the home, comfort, connection to the outdoors. These external factors consciously and subconsciously impact our emotional and physical states of well-being in significant ways, which, in turn, affects the tremendously important hormones and neurotransmitters that our body produces, like cortisol, our stress hormone, dopamine, you've probably heard of that, the pleasure and reward system, epinephrine and norepinephrine. These are the adrenaline, the fight or flight hormones. Serotonin, as we mentioned before, happiness and contentment, that's what that leads to. And endorphins, the feel-good neurotransmitters. Countless studies have shown that deficiencies in these neurotransmitters can significantly contribute to psychiatric disorders like depression, anxiety, and extreme emotional variability. Fortunately, there is a lot we can do to our existing homes or incorporate into new home designs that can help us to take back control of our environment and therefore our mind. But to fully optimize the mind for maximum mental health and performance, ideally, when designing our homes, we're not just focusing on the home itself, but another arguably equally important part of the home mind optimization picture also, an optimized routine and habits. This means looking to specifically incorporate elements that are going to help support a routine designed for maximum health, personal performance and well-being. Our home should support this optimum routine and make it easier to execute it in the most efficient way possible, so that our optimized routine is not inhibited in any way by any part of our home. So if our optimal well-being is so heavily influenced by our environment and routine, the next logical question is, how? How do we take back as much control as possible over our environment so that we can look not just to improve our well-being, but to optimize it? Here's the how. It goes without saying that optimizing our home for an optimized mind might mean changing some physical aspects of the home. Sometimes these changes can cost money, but it's important to note that not all improvements cost money. Not all improvements cost a fortune, and some cost nothing at all. And in our current world where cost of living is ever increasing, which we all feel, we need to be mindful of value. Value in the improvements we make. The lower cost home improvements can sometimes be the most important improvements that we make. Here at the Home Mind Project, we work with 3 cost levels of improvement. The first is aesthetic. So these are minor, low-cost improvements. This might be rearranging what you've already got. Maybe buying the right cushions, picture frames, plants, etc., general interior design. Our second level is furnishings. So these are medium cost improvements, things like furniture and rugs and blinds and curtains, those types of things. And then we move into the next level of cost, which is building. This is real home design, roof, floors, walls, windows, doors, paint, everything. So we always recommend starting with the lowest level of investment first. Aesthetics, firstly, because that'll give you the most bang for your buck. Once you've done what you can there, and you've seen the benefits of it, you can move on to the medium and higher cost improvements, furnishings and building work. In future episodes, we'll dive deep into each cost category together to give you detailed formulas on how to succeed with high-value home improvements. Now you might be thinking, I rent my house or apartment, so there's nothing I can do to my place to improve it. Well, the truth is, there's probably more than you think you can do to improve your home for well-being, and if you stick with us, we'll show you the what, why, and how to do it. So in summary, without consciously shaping our homes, we could be unknowingly increasing our risk of suffering from mental health and well-being disorders. Good, thoughtful, and intentional building design is only part of the picture of optimizing our health. The other equally important element is an optimized routine. And our homes need to be designed to make that routine as easy to execute as possible on a daily basis, with the lowest level of frustration of that plan caused by the home's design itself. This channel was created as a launching pad to take a regular deep dive into our homes, the spaces within them, and how they impact on our psychology. I'm still learning, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on the challenges you've faced related to your homes and how they've affected your mental, emotional, and physical health. Tell me your story in the comments below. On this channel, I hope to deliver a strong return for your time. to help you optimize your home for an optimized mind and stronger overall well-being. So join us next time on the Home Mind Project, where we take a deep dive into one of the most important elements determining human well-being, which we touched a little on today, which is natural light, and how to enhance your sleep, your mood, your productivity, and boost your overall mental health, and most specifically, how to design your home to access the right amount and types of light at the right times of the day. Remember, we shape our homes, then they shape us. I'm Sam Davies, and I'll see you in the next video.